Good morning, guys. How's it going? Finally, yes, we have a good news. As you can see from title, I have it in my hand. Yes, we have brother Mohit Khatri's dream project. This is his baby. If you do not know who Mohit Khatri is, you please check out Project Perfumery India. He's the owner of that page, as well as the YouTube channel. I'll leave all his link below. This guy is my friend all the way from India. We are very good friends in terms of like reviewing. We know each other for a long time, and I have been a big fan of his. So this is his own personal creation. He has his own perfume line, and this is, I would consider, somewhat like a niche line. You can call it a niche line because it's not a designer house, right? So we have today Project Alternative. That's his house. That's his production house, and it's called Alexa. So this is the first fragrance that he produced, and he was kind enough to send me a bottle. But tragedy was, like, he sent me long time ago, but it was stuck in my local courier for a month. I didn't have a tracking number, so I just got it only yesterday. I collected it. Thanks so much, Mohit bhai, for this awesome uh, fragrance. I will let you guys know my initial impression. Definitely the fragrance courtesy is Mohit bhai, but thoughts would be only mine, right? So I'll let you know honest take on this one. This is a clone of, or inspiration, however you say it, of Creed's Aventus. You guys know this, okay? So if you do not know which one this is, yes, this is another Creed's Aventus clone, but how good is it? We'll compare it with Aventus and couple of other clones, uh, namely Rasasi Zebra and Club Dino Intense Man, which are the two big hits, which are hot in market, especially the Club Dino Intense Man. So I'll let you know side by side comparison what I think of them, even though it's initial impression. In terms of smell, longevity, I will update much later. I will tell you one day's wearing. I wore it 2 times, and today will be the third time I'm wearing this. Okay, so first of all, you uh, think like, okay, Aventus has been done too many times, okay? Yes, but it's still going on. Montblanc still doing it, right? Explorer. I think recently Pineapple Vintage House just gone crazy. They've been doing Emperor X Trade. You know, I'm not trying to make fun of Pineapple Vintage House, but Parfums Vintage. Sorry, not Pineapple Vintage. Parfums Vintage House, but their fragrance, to me, they're good quality, but the price is a little bit expensive. So I do not usually consider them as an alternative of Aventus. If I can buy Parfums Vintage, I can actually buy Aventus. So I think it's a better buy. Aventus would be a better buy because you get the formulation, you get the blackcurrant, pineapple, apple. You know, this is the best in this category. I'm not going to ever say anything beats Aventus because you cannot clone something and that can be better than the originator. Always remember this. This is my honest take. Always. I'm not going to just talk about Alexa. Any other uh, clones or similar fragrances I like Elysium, because it's an own fragrance. I said it, I like it better than this, but in terms of smell, right? But Elysium has its own smell going on, and Mancera Cedrat Boisé, which I like over Aventus, also has its own smell. So I like those over this because of their different formulation. But if it's just Aventus clone, maybe it would be a better value in some other fragrances. Maybe it's a better package, but it cannot be a better fragrance if it's a clone of Aventus, if you understand what I mean, right? So yeah, after a lot of talk, let's hit the review. So here is the box. This fragrance is going only one size, I think. Full packaging. This one will cost you $45 to $50 in India, unless you have some code or something. So 45 to 50 retail, and it comes in this beautiful hard cardboard box. This EDP concentration only 100 ml, made in UAE. Concentration wise, pretty potent juice. All right. So very simplistic design, but I love the eagle here with the logo. You have two guns. So it's I'll tell you one other thing. Mohit Khatri, he put a tattoo here of this thing, the whole logo of Alexa, because it sold 1,000 units, and that's when he did it. It brought him success. It's a huge hit already in India, selling like hotcakes. Okay, so yeah, at the back like this, silver, and inside I took out the bottle already. That's where the bottle stays. Very niche presentation. You're paying $10 extra just for this presentation if you are into presentations. All right, so beautiful, you know, beautiful presentations, hands down. Okay, and the bottle is like this. The bottle, it looks pretty familiar actually. I'll tell you, it reminds me of something else. Heavy glass base, heavy bottle, solid. This is very solid, you know. It looks like army product. So yeah, it has name Alexa, the logo, Project Alternative, the name of the house, wooden cap, green juice. There's the stem, bottom is your sticker. So the cap doesn't click onto place, but it does hang on very well. Oops, sorry. But I think if you see just now what happened, the bottle is too heavy, so better always be careful. uh, Always pick it up and then open the cap. So yeah, be safe than sorry. Okay, atomizer is pretty good. Let's spray this on paper. I have it on my skin for 1 hour for dry down, and we'll talk about the top note here. Good sprayer. It's not like a Dior Sauvage or Creed sprayers, but pretty good sprayer. Sprays effortlessly. So yeah, let that dry down, and I'll show you another bottle that reminded me of this bottle. If you see Mahogany Woods from Bath and Body Works, it has very similar sort of looking bottle. I don't know if exactly same or not. I think the Mahogany Woods a little bit taller, but it has a similar bottle design. If you see side by side, very heavy, thick glass. This one has metallic cap. This one has wooden cap. It reminds me of Encre Noir caps. Okay, wooden caps. But this is, I think, wood, but not very heavy. Okay, so what do I get from this one? Brother Anda Mustafa is from India, who is my elder brother, senior brother in Bangladesh. He is a professor in India. He said this is the best alternative to Chris Aventus. So far, he found out. And that's when I started being interested in this one. And trust me, this is good. And I believe brothers like Brother Bilal, Brother Sunil, I think Brother Nigel, a lot of brothers from India and also some brothers from Bangladesh asked me to do initial impression on this one. I'll give you full on review after wearing it like maybe 10 ml juice or 20 ml juice. I'll give you full on review for performance. But the smell, it's definitely gonna remind you of Creed's Aventus. Yes, it has the fruity batch of Aventus vibe. This is a clone of fruity batches. You know, they're trying to capture the feel of fruity batch of Aventus. To me, to my nose, the opening is not exactly like Aventus, but it has that lemony sort of opening mixes with that apple and pineapple. That's what you get from this, and a little bit of birch leaves, I think. Touch of darkness. Okay, it's clean, but it's not ashy or dirty, but a little bit of darkness. So you don't get the ashiness, but you get kind of like a that, you know, the typical Aventus opening sort of. So instead of full on pineapple, you get more lemon in the opening. So the opening is very pleasant, no harshness, very smooth. It's like goes straight, no alcohol blast. So quality in this is pretty good. It's pretty strong. I would go not more than 3 sprays. If you really want to project outdoors, maybe do 4, but 3 if you're going for work inside AC room. If you stay indoors, it's gonna be pretty good. Longevity yesterday was good on me, but on my hand here it disappears pretty quickly. The reason being, here nothing lasts on my skin. Okay, I'll tell you one thing. Even I put Sauvage here, I do not smell it after a while. So when you wear it here and here, it's pretty damn strong. Yeah, that's where it projects because I can detect it, right? Another thing is, because right now in summer in Bangladesh and heat and humidity, extreme condition at the moment. So yeah, nothing is lasting. So that could be another thing. So what I will do is, I'll do it full on wearing. Let's say when the heat goes down and different daytime, nighttime, I'll give you update how long it lasts. So I cannot comment on longevity, but so far projection is good for 2 to 3 hours. It does project very beautifully. If you stay inside AC and it's on your neck and shirt, it does project. Okay, projection is pretty good. Longevity, I have to check, as I told you. Smell wise, I was telling you, pretty nice opening, and the dry down is just like Aventus. Okay, opening a little bit different, I'll tell you. As I was telling you, Aventus is special, right? Aventus does give you that beautiful pineapple. It's like blackcurrant pineapple. It has a lot of fruits in it. So the blackcurrant in this one, I do not detect in this. So the blackcurrant is not being utilized in this one. So if you like the note of blackcurrant, pineapple and apple combination, Aventus is your go-to guy. But it's still pretty expensive. $300, $350 for 100 ml now. That is expensive. But you know, if you can afford it, go for it. Originals is always original, right? So is this a masterpiece? I'll tell you one thing, honestly speaking, this is one of the best inspiration of Aventus in a long time, with a beautiful presentation. I love when companies do proper presentations instead of ordinary presentation. You know, sometimes you see there's no cap, not a pleasant experience, right? So yeah, I mean, a product has to be like a fulfilling, like satisfying product through and through, A to Z. Presentation, smell, the pricing, you know, performance, everything. If it's nice, then makes good sense. So I would say $40 to $50. Yes, it seems a little bit more than its other competitors, but it's much cheaper than let's say Parfums Vintage, they're like 120, 100 something dollars. No, I would rather go for something little less expensive. That's just my choice. But comparison to this, I'll give you, it does remind me a lot of Rasas Zebra. The quality of Rasas Zebra is in this one. It's also clean fruity batch. It's extremely potent, long lasting. It has that lemony vibe as well. So it's kind of similar in that way, but it's cheaper because this 50 ml. Price is same with 100 ml of EDP of this one. So Rasasi's quality is good, no doubt. Rasasi has a nice bottle too, but price wise, this is cheaper than Rasasi Zebra if you talk about 100 ml. The Here the ultimate competition is gonna be with Club Doing Intense Man. People are gonna be like, this is better than this. Some people will say this is better than this. I can see it happening. The the thing is, it's up to you. Currently, Club Doing Intense Man is going for $30 odd, $28-$30 for 105 ml, but they're increasing the price to $40. That is going to perhaps affect the sales of this one. I'm not sure, but they're just, they see Club Doing Intense Man is doing good, increase the price. They have increased the price 2 times already. I think people might start reconsidering this because this is actually being considered as a cheapie. So when it hit that $40 mark for arm off, people might have to rethink. I'm still gonna say, I'll tell you honest opinion, even if it's $40, it's worth it, because Club Doing Intense Man is one of the best fragrances in my collection in terms of longevity and projection, just for that. And it does, dry down smells pretty similar to Aventus, a little bit smoky. So comparison to this one, I'll tell you, bottle presentation wise, both are pretty good. Both comes from Dubai. This also comes from France. But box wise, this is better. Club Doing Intense Man, it has a smoky, dark opening, which I don't think Alexa has. So it's the most cleanest fruity batch. So if you are looking for a fruity batch, this is better in terms of smell in comparison with Club Doing Intense Man. But if you're looking for a budget alternative, always Club Doing Intense Man is gonna be a best budget alternative. So this is a bit upscale in terms of smell for me. Dry down, I do not get any ambergris or anything like that Creed has, but I get like a very linear sort of dry down that Aventus has. It's like an apple lemon combination, but lemon is less, more apple, and the pineapple. So it persists all the way. Then it goes a little bit musky, a little bit woody, and no leather. So these are the basic differences so far detected from Aventus in this one. It's a very pleasant scent. Mont Blanc Explorer, yeah, that's also nice, but doesn't have quite the punch this one has. This one has more feel, more presence on my skin. It's very nice. This is going to pick up compliments. It's very known DNA, but done in a little bit more less harsh than Club Doing Intense Man. So yeah, Projekt Alternative, it has been an honor. No other reviewers reviewed it except Mohit Khatri. I hope many other reviewers can get this on their hands and then talk about this from their perspective, like Steven, Carlos, Max 40. Soon they're gonna get this, and this is gonna be shipped worldwide. So it's gonna be the next big thing, definitely, and it's a pride for us because it's a product of it's a house of our brother from India. So I always like to support who are hardworking, honest, and Mohit Khatri, he is one of the hardest working. He works like a maniac. So thank you, brother, once again for the privilege. Check it out. This is definitely, if you ask me, initial impression, this I'm gonna give it 9 out of 10. But not perfect 10 because I have to check on the longevity. If it proven to be a beast, even in extreme heat, others, outdoors, then it might pick up a perfect 10, right? But I'm giving it initial impression 9, pretty solid fragrance. Okay, smell wise, very clean, inoffensive, high class, right? Projekt Alternative, Alexa, that's the initial impression. Check it out. I mean, I like it a lot. It's pretty dope. Everybody have a nice day. Thanks for watching and thanks for supporting. Wait for the full-on review after a couple of weeks maybe. See you soon. Bye-bye.